Let's talk Lathe Chucks. When I purchased this Grizzly lathe over 7 years ago, this lathe came with a 6-inch 3-jaw chuck and an 8-inch 4-jaw chuck and a faceplate. My mount is a D1-5, which is a 6-pin cam lock mount, and this is a 14-inch by 40-inch lathe. I always felt the 6-inch chuck was a little undersized for the 14-inch swing, so I just kind of dealt with it over the years with the limitations of the 6-inch chuck. If I needed to swing something bigger, I'd put the 4-jaw on. So finally, I decided to reach out to All Industrial Tool Supply and talk to them about upgrading my chuck to an 8-inch 3-jaw. Let me talk a little bit about All Industrial Tool Supply. They are a sponsor of the Bar Z Summer Bash now again this year, and they are a machine shop supplier. Cutting tools, storage solutions. They're a distributor for Edge Technologies. They're a distributor for American Rotary Phase Converters, and they're located in Southern California. So, like I said, I reached out to them and told them what I was looking for, and they hooked me up with this awesome Pratt Bernard America 8¼ inch 3-jaw adjustable chuck. This 8¼ 3-jaw chuck has adjustments just like a 4-jaw chuck. It basically floats on the backing plate so you can tune this thing in. As a matter of fact, let me show you how accurate this chuck is. And as you just saw, it's repeatable. One thing I really like about it, it has a 2¼ inch through bore. So that way, if I have a pretty big piece of stock where I was limited before, where I could only chuck it up here, I could go on the inside of this thing up to 2¼ inches. When All Industrial Tool Supply sent me the chuck, they included a backing plate and the D1-5 cam lock studs, which are 3/4 inch. The only machining I had to do is I had to take a skim cut off the face of the backing plate, and then I had to reduce the collar that the chuck comes over. So they purposely make them oversized. And then I just took a skim cut on the outside here. And I'll tell you what, like you guys saw, this baby runs true. I'm really happy with it. I got to give a big thanks to All Industrial Tool Supply for hooking me up with such a beautiful chuck. And now some of my limitations are now gone. I've already made a couple cuts on this thing. And one thing I've really noticed, when running the 6-inch chuck, the machine has plenty of power. That's not the issue. But with a little bigger chuck swinging around, it just seems like a more rigid machine where my cuts are smoother and more accurate. Like I said, I never had a real big problem with the 6-inch chuck, but I see an improvement with a bigger chuck in the accuracy in the cuts and the cuts themselves. I encourage you guys to reach out to All Industrial Tool Supply for all your machine shop supplies, storage solutions, cutting tools. They're really great folks out there. They really took care of me. Like you guys know, whenever I come across a good company, I share it. In conclusion, I'd like to thank All Industrial Tool Supply, and this is about wrap it up on this one, guys. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate all your comments, thumbs up, and suggestions. Until next time, see ya.